Welcome to Godly Dragon Reviews and Apologetics. You know, there are two types of people in this world. Those who grew up playing Ratchet Clank on PlayStation, and those who have never played a single Ratchet Clank game in their life. Don't know what Ratchet Clank is? Let me give you a background history. Ratchet Clank is a series of video games created by Insomniac Games about a Lombax named Ratchet and his robot friend Clank. The whole series has been released on the PS2 and the PS3. And just recently, a reimagining of the first game was released on the PS4, in time for the Ratchet Clank movie. Hey, what is a Lombax anyway? Some kind of lion cat thingy? Is that even a real animal? Let me see. Nope. Totally made up animal. Should have figured. Why would God create a weird animal like a Lombax anyway? But before I get way sidetracked, let's get to the subject at hand. Today's review is of Ratchet Clank, the movie adaptation of the popular video games. The story is about a Lombax named Ratchet, who works in a garage fixing up ships when he hears about 3 planets that have gone missing. This is the work of the evil chairman Drek, who uses his new invention, the deplanetizer, to blow up planets. The dim-witted leader of the Galactic Rangers, Captain Quark, then announces that he is looking for a new recruit. Ratchet joins the tryouts, only to end up being rejected. Meanwhile, when Dr. Nefarious is producing an army of robots, a defect robot is created with the plans for Drek's operation downloaded onto him. The robot crash lands on a planet Veldin, and Ratchet saves the robot and calls him Clank. After they thwart a warbot invasion where the Rangers are outnumbered, Captain Quark reluctantly initiates Ratchet and Clank as Rangers. Now it is up to Ratchet and Clank and the Galactic Rangers to disable the deplanetizer and defeat Drek and Dr. Nefarious once and for all. So, did I like this movie? Well, I thought it was okay. I mean, I never got to play Ratchet & Clank since I never owned a PlayStation console. But I did find this movie entertaining, and I was able to follow along with the story. I'd say it's a good movie for those who are fans of Ratchet & Clank who have grown up with Ratchet & Clank during their childhoods, and for new fans who are interested in the series. But when putting it up to the standards of other Hollywood movies, I'd say it's average at best. I felt like I was watching a 90-minute cutscene for a Ratchet & Clank video game. On its own, it's just an average science fiction action comedy flick that's just like every other computer animated movie made for kids. Now as for family friendliness, I think it'd be pretty harmless for kids to watch. The action is very cartoony and not too violent, but a few scenes might be a little too scary for little kids. When I saw it in the movie theater last weekend, I could hear a few crying kids right behind me. And finally, is this movie safe for Christians to watch? Well, as long as you can discern between fantasy and reality, then it's a pretty harmless flick. Overall, I give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I was actually anticipating this movie quite a bit, but it didn't quite meet my expectations. Again, a good movie for fans of Ratchet & Clank, but if you're not much of a big fan, then it's just an average 3D animated kids flick at best. The kind of movie that kids will enjoy but parents will fall asleep to. It might be nice to see it at least once and spend an hour and a half diversion out of the house, but in the end it's nothing special. There, my Ratchet & Clank movie review is all done. This was such a weird review. It's like I was reviewing a movie and a video game at the same time. Now one last thing before I close. In a moment, I will give you a little teaser of the next review that I will be doing in the very near future, which is a big movie that I have been anticipating for a while, and it is set to come out in movie theaters this weekend. God bless everyone.